always waiting on one. It's always one person. We'll get to like 22, and then nothing, and then nothing.
Kiki.
Yeah, maybe I should start calling people out so that happens faster. Okay, good. Now, if you decide to cheat and you get caught, don't be yelling at people. It's your fault. Name the game. So if somebody catches you, that's your fault, not theirs.
So true.
Violet's cheating again. She's broke.
I know.
Why are you going after her? She's broke.
Well,
To make her more broke. We don't like broke people. We make them more broke. Oh my god. Who's her good? Get curve. Who's her skigger? What the singer? Who's her skigger? Get curve. What the hell is that name? Yeah. Guess I don't show my camera because I don't want to get in trouble. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, subscribe. Lesbian, gay, or whatever. You like the same gender of whatever you are. Yeah. Subscribing to me will change your life. It'll give you it'll give you $500 and 2,000 years of good luck. Nah. Who does? I mean, who doesn't? Bro, so there's this girl on Snapchat. She said, I hate being single. And I said, that's why I'm here to universe her. Yeah, that was before I knew her actual age. She's 18. She went, ah. All she went was, ah.
no, what did she say? Like, before all that. Say what you just told.
So I read her snap and she said, I hate being single. I said, that's why I'm here to reverse that. And she went, ha.
She was 18?
Yes, she was 18. So yeah, we stopped talking right after that. But then there was a 17-year-old trying to raise me up when I told her my age. And do you know the age difference between me and those two? 6, 7. YouTube.
I do on Snapchat. No.
True. I bitch it on the highway. Yeah, I'm kind of the Rizzler on Snapchat when they don't see my face. Okay. Like 3 years.
Yes, at the same time. Gene. Sorry. I'm just typing the questions. Or taping.
Typing. But I remember like 3 years ago when I made my first video on that account. Bro, I looked so ugly then. I mean, I looked ugly. Ew. You should have seen me when I was like 4 or 5. Bro, I had a gap in my tooth that was as big as SpongeBob's. I'll send, Aubrey, after school today, I'll send you the picture of what I looked like when I was like 4 or 5.
Wait, is your, wait, turn the camera. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. By the way, I'm going to tag Dennis Flesherman in this video. As you know.
Of course. Because well, I mean, I only get like 72 views a video. I only get like 72 views a video sometimes, if I'm lucky. I get like 20 to 30 views if I'm not lucky. Like my first ASMR video in the first. Yeah, Aubrey is the Riddler. I don't know though. No, because you have like 18 boyfriends just this year. No, like you had 18 boyfriends. That's actually sad. Oh, well, that's only.
You guys don't know how many I had? 0.
Me and Aubrey had the same amount of. Like, she's had the same amount of boyfriends this year as I've had girlfriends.
Your whole life?
No, just this year. I've had 18.
What?
Now going on to 19. No. Wait, Aubrey, did I send you the screenshots of how I rizzed up someone with your name?
Yes, bro.
Bro, I was getting a little rizzy. I'm Little Riz. I'm Mr. Little Riz. Bro, I swear on my mama, I think the only reason Benji came to my house was because of my viewer. Yummy. Yummy. Yummy.
Stop.
Mr. Golden comes in, I'll try to sit back here and I'll make sure I put my Chromebook there.
No, never mind.
And I'm in the fire meeting, so maybe I won't.
He's having fire, but it's not like
Go ahead, State fans.
Ohio State is so good. Unlike Michigan. Ohio State is good, unlike Michigan. What? Tom Brady. Guys.
That's not that hard to do. That's not that hard to do. 2 years ago? Yes. No.
Tom Brady. The Eagles on the ball.
Well, that's because we just won the national championship.
No,
It's not-
because they have certain people now.
And you should just do.
yeah, but it's definitely not gonna. It's not gonna stay like
Eagles
that because
won the
Michigan's
ball.
got warmed up with their new coach, so that's not gonna stay like that.
Hey, stop.
The one that they had last year, because their coach left and then they got a new coach. But they're
Got
not
above
gonna
our
stop.
75%. All right. So you guys today,
Just
you
like the
guys time
Eagles
to work on your Excel topics for this week.
Eagles on the ball.
Now, they're listed under 6th grade, okay? But they're not 6th grade level questions. I don't know why they're on 6th grade, okay? So these are they're similar to ones we did earlier in the year, but they're about food chains. So like, you have to look at an animal or an organism and see what happens when that organism is like, you know, disappears out of an ecosystem and stuff like that. Okay. So you're going to go to 6th grade. I'll post these on your Google Classroom, but okay. So you're going to go to 6th grade and you're over to the right under ecological interactions. It's letter X. It's number 2, 3, and 4. Okay. It didn't say anything about talking, so I'm not sure why you guys are. Some of you guys have a big problem with always talking. All right, that's not going to help you, especially next year.
Guys, Aubrey's an eye.
Is that your guys' login screen? Or do you even have to log in anymore?
You don't.
Because you guys go through Clever, so it's already logged in. Okay. Due date is Friday the 9th. You must have a SMART score of 80. I just typed SMART scare.
Ah!
SMART score.
I'm so scared. Bro, I'm not smart.
So if you forget, they are posted on your class. I would advise you guys to stop that. Just do it. Figure it out. Yeah, just start because you can move already. First year you can do so. Guess that's gotta be the third one. Well, you gotta find where the arrow comes to it and see if it's the third one, so you'll find cricket. Right here's this one says. So the only
arrow pointing towards this one, right? So if you go backwards, there's this one, and there's an arrow pointing to this one, and this one. Okay, so you want to go.
I'm ready to
this
start.
green outline, right? So 1, 2, 3. This one.
Eagles one.
So the only arrow pointed out is that one.
Hey man, that's not nice.
So it starts here. It starts 1,
So you gotta look at, when you're answering these questions, okay, you have to look at the arrows. Okay? So like this one says, which two of the following organisms are omnivores? Don't guess. Look at what they eat. So like this one says a snowy owl, right? I don't even know what a snowy owl is, but I can look right here and I can see that there's only one arrow that points to the snowy owl, right? Only one. If I go backwards, I can see what it eats. It eats a short-tailed weasel. Is that a plant or an animal?
Animal.
Okay, that's the only thing that it eats in this food chain. So it doesn't say anything about it eating a plant. So I can't assume that that owl is an omnivore because an omnivore eats both. So I'm not going to click the snowy owl. So what about the fox? So I find the Arctic fox, which is right here in the middle. Now, how many arrows do you guys see pointing to the Arctic fox?
2.
2. One of them is this one, which comes from this brown Lenning, looks like a groundhog, but it's an animal. And the other arrow comes from the bilberry, whatever that is, but it's a plant. So does the fox eat plants and animals in this food web? Yes. So I would click the Arctic fox because it has 2. All right. The rough-legged hawk. Okay, it's right here. How many arrows do I see pointing to it? Just one, so that one's not going to be the answer. It has to have at least 2 to be an omnivore. This hawk only has 1 arrow, so it's not that one. And a grizzly bear? Okay, how many arrows do I see pointing to the grizzly bear? 2. One is right here, and if I trace it backwards, it comes from the bilberry, which is a plant. And then the other one, if I trace it backwards, comes from the caribou. So that's an omnivore also. So you would click those 2. Okay? So it doesn't matter if it's asking about an omnivore or a tertiary consumer, a secondary consumer. Look at the arrows that point to each animal, right? And see if it's, like if it's asking about a secondary consumer, it has to be the second one. Okay? So you have to be careful because there might be some food chains where it's the primary consumer, but there might be another one where it's a secondary consumer. Okay? All right. So like this one's asking, which 2 of the following organisms are secondary consumers? All right, so it says a bear sedge. I don't even know what a bear sedge is. Oh, okay, it's that. Didn't know that. Well, that's a producer, so I'm not going to pick that one. Parasitic gator. What in the world is that? Oh, it's a bird. Okay, see, I don't know what they are, but there's only, if I look, you guys see this bird right here? If I go backwards, the only arrow pointing to it is coming from the lemming, and and the lemming eats the bilberry. So look, you guys, in this food web, the lemming is a primary consumer, and the bird eats that. So yes, it's a secondary consumer, because in that food chain, it's the second one, so I'm clicking it. A bilberry is a plant, so I'm not gonna click that one. All right, and then it says a short-tailed weasel. Well, I'm gonna do the weasel, okay? And see how it eats the lemming? That eats, so yeah, that one is too, so it's those two. So I just look at arrows. Okay. Same thing, this one you're looking for a tertiary or a secondary, third, sorry. It's not gonna be a plant, so it's not gonna be the sedge. It might be the owl. Could be the it's not gonna be the lemming, because that's a herbivore. So I know it's gonna be those two. Process elimination. Primary consumers. Primary means eat plants. It's not gonna be the bear and the hog. Oh, what could be there? Rough-legged hog. Yeah, not that one. Vikings are plants. So it's this little dude there. Okay. See, 1, 2, 3. All that applies. I'm just going this one. This is like all.
What's your game on?
What would you think?
Hey, keep it on.
I said coffee's right here. It's the answer. Is it asking for? No, it's asking for the tree. Yeah, that's the third. That's the fourth. You're saying that's correct? Yeah. That's not right. I know. You still have the explanation for it. Let me see it.
They're throwing stuff.
Start on that. You guys are see like mine when I start. I'm on this one. Which one did you guys start on?
You gotta go to level 3.
Oh, it's not there yet. Okay.
You didn't skip them.
No, I started it. I'm gonna finish when I start.
I want to see if he gets one wrong.
Did you find the explanation? Well, this one they call it tertiary. Anything that's past 3.
I'm gonna crash out.
So wait a minute. There's
Do you have your math?
Here, I'll let you find out.
Maybe go do your math and skip the science, because I don't want to. Just skip the science and go do your math. That's what I do.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out why they said this was a tertiary
I
consumer.
just figured out why.
My mom won't help me with my topics. I gotta do them by myself.
Because the flea,
And my dad's stupid, so he can't help me with topics.
3 that way.
Bro, you wanna know what my dad said 8 plus 8 was? My dad said 8 plus 8 was 12. If I asked him for help with my math topics, he would get every single one wrong. Bro didn't know what 8 plus 8 was.
Okay, so you guys, when you get to these, like, you have to be careful because there might be several, like, they could be more, like in a food web, they can be like part of more than one food chain. So in one food chain, there might be a secondary consumer, but in the next one, it could be a tertiary or third one. So you have to be careful, okay? I know these are hard, that's why you have a week to do it. So like this one that I'm on is asking for a secondary. So I have to go through all 4 of these and see if there's any food chain or option where the, whatever the back swimmer is a secondary consumer. Okay? Now, the back swimmer is this little dude, whatever this is. Okay? The only arrow pointing to it comes from the copod, whatever that is, and then from the. So like, see, the golden algae is eaten by the copod, and then the copod is eaten by the back swimmer. So in that food chain, it is a secondary consumer, so I have to click it. Okay? Same thing with the copod, it's a secondary consumer because it eats this, whatever a rotifer is. Okay? A water cricket, I gotta see, you know. So, 1, 2, yes, a water cricket is. These might all 4 be. Make sure. Yes, last time. 1, 2. Okay, so like on that one, the 4 they had, they were all secondary. Now the producers, that's probably easier. Okay, because I know producers are only plants, so it's only that one. I'm gonna tough look. Okay, this one, yeah, this is gonna be a 3rd.
Bro, I've been about to crash out. I'm about to explode. Oh, well, we get a mark. Get it. She's gonna get it wrong. Hopefully not. Wait, that would be good content. I'm just kidding. Don't get it wrong. Let's get it wrong. Yes. Good job. Bro, I needed to get off stage 1, but of course on the last question I got it wrong. Yes! It's because I was working on the wrong one. I was working on X1 by accident. I accidentally clicked X1 instead of X2. Oh, you have 8? You have 8 topic 9? I got 0. Bro, I'm so cooked. I am the definition of a cooked guy. And chopped. Bro,